Episode 16 of Ascendance of a Bookworm was really good, so I wanted to share my thoughts on it. The second half of the season has honestly been amazing, with the flow of episodes feeling much smoother, as well as even better animation quality than the first half, which has only made watching it more enjoyable. Even though I've read the novels twice, at this point I've forgotten the small details, so I noticed fewer changes from the original story, which probably makes it better as well. Either way, Ascendance of a Bookworm has really great writing on par with other popular series, and it has elements like comedy and character depth, which are some of my favourite things in series. The episode covered quite a few topics, including Otto becoming a merchant again, Bridget's dress fitting, the finalisation of the printing press, and donating mana in the mana replenishment hall. Otto's new character design kind of shocked me because I was so used to his previous face. His new face felt a little bit stiff in comparison, but I think I'll get used to it once the series continues. Having Benno and Karina teach him noble mannerisms was funny, and it's also interesting to see how Rozemyne's chaotic actions inadvertently mean that everyone else needs to work hard just to barely keep up with her. When we watch from her perspective, I always get drawn into her enthusiasm for rushing ahead and making more things, but scenes like this remind you that many changes compounded on each other have massive repercussions on everyone else. Before Bridget's dress fitting, we see another discussion between Rozemyne and Benno. It really took me back to their first meetings, where everything mine did shocked Benno. It's funny that even though he shouts of frustration, he continues to go along with Rozemyne's plans because he knows they'll make a bunch of money and there's no stopping her. The scene where Bridget tried on her dress was really good. Her dress was very pretty and it suited her well. It honestly shocks me that Rozemyne's taste in clothes is so well developed just from reading books, since it's doubtful she paid much attention to fashion during her previous life, though I'm sure there's some kind of backstory to it. Daniel's reaction was so amusing, seeing him so bashful while Bridget barely did anything, though it was very understandable. Rozemyne was such a gremlin, forcing him in and out of the hidden room. It honestly made me think how often she tries to act like a cupid in the series, or silently cheers on different couples. Once again, funny considering she has zero experience in romance. The printing press finally getting done was nice to see. The animation was so interesting and must have been complex since they tried to get really close book accuracy. She also promptly made more orders, and I was honestly tired just watching Johan take them. I forgot what else Rozemyne wanted from Zach, so it'll be a nice surprise for next time. Finally, there was the mana replenishment hall scene. The process of going into the hall was really cool, as well as the huge mana circles appearing on the floor and walls. The actual mechanism for collecting the mana did look a bit strange to me. It wasn't bad, but I was expecting something that looked smoother, so it threw me off a little bit. Though while making this video, I found that it was actually very accurate to the illustrations in the manga and the novels. I think it may have been in the Junior Bunko novels, since I don't remember it from the light novels, but I'm not entirely sure. It was cool to see the difference between Rozemyne and Wilfried though, due to their exposure to moving mana around. The ending was a good setup for the planting company's creation, and also another nod to how much more work Rozemyne has been creating just by introducing a few new items to the nobility. Seeing Benno with his hair back in commoner form reminded me that his noble hairstyle isn't his normal self. It kind of made me miss the times when Mine and Lutz worked together as apprentices, one of my favourite parts of the series, since we can really see all her strengths and weaknesses, like how she handles business, how frail she is, things which get less emphasised when she moves into noble society and needs to put up a facade. Something about the episode felt fresh, like Bookworm was returning to its roots with all the paper making and mana use, perhaps because of all the action sequences from getting jewelry of ingredients in the last few episodes. Episode 16 likely felt satisfying to me because of the well-timed comedic undertones and Rozemyne's personality shining through from her excitement, something which didn't show up as much before. And that's it for my thoughts, but what did you think? Feel free to comment down below to discuss your opinions. Thanks for watching.